All right, so of course we lost yesterday in the previous video that you saw. Not necessarily a bad thing because there was a good team, and I mean, a lot of guys stepped up for us. They may not have stepped up as far as like scoring 20, 30 points, even though we had one guy that did step up and score close to 20, but we had several guys step up for us. So in a, one of the positive things to look at is, yes, we lost. But we had guys that got their confidence up, scoring-wise, defensive-wise, and just contributing in other ways. So they stepped up for us, which is big. So I look at it as a positive. Yes, we lost. That team was good. Could we have won? Yeah, if we wouldn't have got down in the 20-point slump first half, I think the game could have went a little bit different. But, who's to say what would have happened? But we did come out fighting that second half. We played a whole lot better that second half, moved the ball better, broke the press better, handled the pressure better. And I don't have too much negative to say about that second half. But we got to, put both halves together. We got to be an all-around complete team. We got to play the first half just as good as the second half. We have to make sure both of those, complete each other and not just have a good half and another half we completely opposite. Both halves have to be good in order for us to win. And, like I said, we had guys that stepped up, which is a good thing. So not going to harp too much on that, but we got to move on to the next game, which is be Friday. So we got another good team that we're facing. And then, we got back-to-back. Friday's team, seen a little bit of film on them. I think we should win just based off the film. But, of course, watching a team play and actually going up against them is completely different. We could be prepared for them all day, but, you can tell the players one thing. But when you actually get out there and perform against them, it's completely different. So I think we should still win, no matter how good or bad we play. And then turn around Saturday, we got another game. So I'm hoping that we can get 2 more wins in the win column, and then we'll have one more game on Monday, and then we'll be off for Thanksgiving break, and then turn around and play again that following Monday of Thanksgiving break. So it's a lot, it's a lot going on as far as games go. Not really much time for practice and to break things down to a T and work on it. So we're kind of just coaching and correcting on the go during these games and the little bit amount of time that we have in practice. And but this college, you gotta make it work. So we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Practice today is gonna be light. I'm gonna try to have a little fun, not too much fun, but just keep the spirits up, keep the competitiveness going, and let it carry over into Friday and Saturday. So hopefully those guys that stepped up for us will continue to step up big. And we had, 1 or 2 guys that had normally played better for us. They just kind of had an off game, which is part of it. It happened. So hopefully those guys can get back to where they normally are. Plus the guys that stepped up and contributed big. If we can all just come together, I think we should get 2 wins on Friday and Saturday. But stay tuned for that. All right, it is game day. I'm excited as usual, but I ain't gonna lie. We got 4 games this week. It's kind of taking a toll on me as far as just not having time to let the players just kind of cool off and relax and let their bodies, heal for a little bit and catch up. Because it's game, light practice, game, light practice, game. And, they get Saturday and Sunday off, but then we turn around and play Monday. So it ain't really, I don't know. It's taking a light toll on me, so I can only imagine how, the type of toll it's taking on them, because they're the ones constantly playing and practicing, moving their bodies every day. But it is game day, so everybody should be excited and up to play. But as usual, it's time to get after it and have fun with it and just try to pick up some wins. That's really all I got. I think we'll come out ready. We had, a pretty decent practice yesterday. We got to touch on one of those things that we really need to touch on. Like I always say, I just hope that it carries over into the games and helps lead to the win and minimize our normal mistakes that we always make. But hey, man, let's just get right to it.